Good day everyone! I am Ara Ehe, and now I am going to share to you my searched monologue entitled When I Was Your Age by Hanna. This story is all about a Chinese mother lectures her child about how easy her life is. How dare you to disrespect me like that? After all I've done for you, raising you, teaching you, feeding you, clothing you, you dare to talk to me like this? If I had grown up with the things that you have now, the opportunities and resources that you take for granted, I would be miles ahead. Sometimes I think you forget what growing up was like for me. And what a miracle it is that I am here. Because if you remembered, you'd never complain. When I was your age, I wasn't in a wealthy little suburb. I grew up in China during the Cultural Revolution. I didn't have time to argue for a later curfew. If I wasn't indoors before dark, I would have gotten carted off to the labor camps by the Red Guard. If I had spoken to my mother the way you just spoke to me, she should have whipped me with a leather belt until I bled. Every time I see you refuse to eat what I put on your plate, I just want to smack you. When I was little, I was hungry. When I spilled a cup of uncooked rice over the dirt floor of our house, my mother smacked me across the face, and the whole family spent the next hour picking every grain of rice off the floor. When I hear you talking about how bored you are, I remember the hours I spent playing with the mercury from a shattered glass thermometer, rolling it around by my bare hands and thinking to myself how lucky I was to have found such a fascinating toy. I can stand the sound of you complaining how hard school is for you and how not getting an A is fine. When I was in school, if my name wasn't at the very top of the exam board, I would cry for the next 2 days. Hell! By the time I was your age, I was already in college. I did well enough in that college to earn a green card and a scholarship to Wesleyan University. I got my bachelor's to master's, my PhD, met your dad, and then I had you. I remember my father looking in every nook and cranny of our straw-roofed house for every single cent that he could spare to give me. And then I look at you, spending hundreds of dollars every time you go out to the mall, and I am disgusted. But most of all, I am sad. I am sad that you look at me, your mother, and you see an enemy. Someone always criticizing, heckling, and yelling at you. Because when I was your age, my mother was gone. Yes, those were the days when saying the wrong thing to a neighbor or too loudly at night could be the end of you. Just a couple of words criticizing Chairman Mao, the leader of the Cultural Revolution, and she was gone. I just want to do for you that I wish my mother could have done for me, to teach you the lessons that I was never taught. If you could just look up and see me for who I am, your staunchest supporter, your most faithful ally, your greatest resource, not your enemy. I am your mother and I deserve respect. I deserve your respect.